choppy, choppy, choppy. Today I'm going to show you how I cut my fringe bangs. They're getting a little bit unruly, a little long. So I'm gonna trim them today. I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna show you how I trim them and why I started having fringe bangs to begin with. So it all started when I was younger. I was in college, wanted to do something new with my hair, and unlike Robin from How I Met Your Mother said, I was not going through a life crisis and I did not want to talk about it. I got them, I loved them. They covered up this forehead I have and the bushy eyebrows that I'm like just don't pluck because I'm lazy. My bangs and I have had a weird relationship. Loved them at first, and once or twice a year I think about, man, I really want to like grow these out, but then when they get to a certain point they just get so annoying, so I just cut them. I'm trimming them with office scissors because I don't have hair cutting scissors. I've been doing this for like 5 years. I would love to tell you that it was pandemic driven, but I've been doing it since like 2015, so not pandemic driven. But it works for me. It probably won't work for everyone. I'm probably doing a million things wrong, so don't take my advice. And only do this if you're in dire straits of cutting your fringe bangs. This is also not how you cut them from not having fringe bangs. I want to make that point real hard. The first thing I do is put my hair back and take out my little curtain things here and my bangs, of course. And what I do after that is straighten the bangs and the curtains. That way they'll be nice and straight and like I can get a more even cut on it. So I've got my curtains out, and what I'm gonna do is just put them behind my ears for now because I don't want to mess with those until I get my bangs cut. But I will straighten them actually. The next thing I do is split it right down the middle. I can see. And then I just do, I trim a half at a time. I'm so cool. I try to like lay my bangs down how they'll actually lay down after they're like not as straight and after they're cut. And I put my finger where I want to cut, and I try to spread it out as much as I can. And I am left-handed, so I have to start from this end and gradually cut up to the point where this is going to be the shortest that I want it to be, and this is going to be the longest I want it to be. A little bit right here. Boop. Oops. Okay. It looks goofy. I'm gonna do a point cut in a minute, so it's gonna even it out just a little. But the biggest thing is getting it even on the other side. So what I do with the second side that I cut is I use this middle part and this end part as a guide. So I use this at first, and then I usually trim it a little bit lower than the other side, and then I just trim it up because I don't want to get that side shorter than this side. So I start at the middle and kind of work my way outwards. But I always grab this and I take this side in sections. So that's where I'll cut. A little bit at a time. Okay. Now usually just take the rest of it. And kind of just taper it off at the same rate as I did this side, keeping in mind that it needs to be even. Okay, so what I do now is a point cut with this. I'm not into having like super even bangs. Like I like the jagged, like edgy feel now that I'm like older. So I just, you get chunkier chops when you use like crappy office scissors like this, which I inhaled the hair. Okay. So the last thing I do is like I go ahead and style the bangs. Like when I straighten them, I like to curl them under just a little bit so you don't see, especially after I first trim them, so you don't see exactly how freshly cut it is. So also I just realized how much of a psychopath I look like when I'm doing it. Okay. Yeah. So that's the main part. That's the biggest, scariest part of trimming my fringe. So the next is trimming these little curtain things that have gotten a little long. I mean, I don't want a lot taken off of these. This is also not an official hairstyling tool. It's a dermaplaner. It damages your hair. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that great for this little part of your hair, but I like how it looks. I like the results. So I do it anyway. I just kind of like seesaw it back and forth a little bit. And like I took a couple inches off. Ooh, that really is not good for your hair. And you want the beginning part of it to be shorter than the end part, which is why I gradually move my hands down when I do it. And I've still got a little bit back here that I didn't touch because I wanted some of it to be long. So same thing with this side. I got a little bit back here that I want to keep the length on. And then let's get all of it except what I put back. And just, damn it. I mean, that's basically what it is. This side actually looks a little better. Also, a couple inches, inch or two. Damage. There we go. And that's how that side looks. That is all there is to it. At least that's all I do. And like you can't even see the little curtains I cut because I don't like really deep curtains. I just feel like something needs to be a little lower when I frame my face, like when I put my hair up and stuff. I feel like something needs to be there, like, because I feel like it looks weird just bangs. I like a little bit of dimension. So that's what I got.